The president today welcoming thousands of families to the annual Easter egg roll here at the White House.
We keep it in tip-top shape. We call it sometimes tippy-top shape. And it's a great, great place.
And the White House could be the venue for a blockbuster summit between President Trump and Vladimir Putin. The Kremlin today revealing Mr. Trump suggested it during his congratulatory call with Putin last month.
We will probably get together in the not-too-distant future so that we can discuss arms.
Press Secretary Sarah Sanders confirming the presidents discussed a sit-down at a number of potential venues, including the White House. Tonight, Putin's aides say there haven't been any concrete discussions since. But Russia's ambassador with NBC News embraced the idea.
I consider that it's a very positive signal from the United States that it's high time for two presidents to sit together.
It would be a stunning sight, hosting the leader of the country accused of meddling in the 2016 election. Despite deteriorating ties between the U.S. and Russia, President Trump remains reluctant to criticize Putin. And during that recent call, avoided condemning Russia for the poisoning of a former spy in Britain, even as his administration expelled dozens of Russian diplomats from the U.S. last week. The president's last White House meeting with top Russian officials sparked its own controversy when he shared classified information, appearing to jeopardize a critical ally's intelligence source on ISIS.
And Peter, the president, I know, stirring up another contentious debate about the future of so-called dreamers. What's he saying?
Yeah, Lester, that's right. The president today on Twitter declaring DACA dead. DACA is the program that protects nearly 700,000 young undocumented immigrants. And the president again blamed Democrats. But remember, it was President Trump who ended the program. For now, the status of those dreamers is in the hands of the courts.
Hey, NBC News fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here. And click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.